So I think like it's almost like cooking, right? If you put a lot of one ingredient compared to, a certain percentage of the same ingredient, it's going to taste different. It's going to be different.
And so I wouldn't agree with that either. I think that there's differences in the percentages throughout the African diaspora as well. And you can't say that most African Americans have a majority African base.
Yes, I do.
I think that, well, I just would disagree.
The slave trade. You didn't read on the slave trade?
Of course.
So
the slave trade also had a huge impact on the DR.
Yeah. The first with the Spanish, the Spanish bought, the slaves first. And then, then came after. Then, the English, of course, came a little bit after as well. The places where the Africans were from were what we consider Western Africa now, or the Ivory Coast.
Right.
Yeah. So
my premise was this admixture is present throughout, and we all have the same influences, albeit in different shades. I've met a lot of native Dominicans who have never left the island, never left Hispaniola, never been to the States, who identify 100% as Black. So, and I'm not going to say that the DR is a 100% Black nation, but I have heard a lot in these lives just listening, trying to learn about history, trying to learn about, actually, I'm more interested in learning about the similarities, but it's always this common theme of this like negative tone against what being Black is, what being African is, but more pride towards being Taino.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
You can't if you're gonna derive from three parts. If you're gonna have this admixture, if we're gonna have a similar history,
look at the Haitian,
we have to hold all of our DNA in the same regard.
Yeah, but what about the Spanish? Look at this.
I've met so
I have
so much more
blood, and I'm Dominican. Honestly, Xavier, is my word over yours naturally.
And that's fine. I've met much more native Dominicans who have told me, dude, I'm Black.
Who met more Dominicans, me or
that's
you?
Fine. That's fine.
All right, so I have a bigger
premise,
right?
though.
So you have
Xavier.
The problem is not about
Xavier. The premise.
The problem is not about finding the differences. The problem came about is when we identify ourselves in America. That's the problem.
Okay, can I explain that?
Here, I have to finish. So in the U.S., you have to pick a color. Unfortunately, we don't, and we don't want to be in this box color game. And that's what people find it odd. Okay, so you do look dark, but you don't identify as Black. And African Americans, they want to have us on their side so we can fight their battles. Unfortunately, we don't identify as 100% Black, and we're not going to deny our other roots. That's where this comes from, because I don't see anybody complaining about Puerto Ricans not identifying as Black, Jamaicans not identifying as Black, not even people from Africa identify as Black, because in America, Black is a race, and it's also an identity. So we don't identify as African Americans, and we do understand that we have African descendants, but we just, instead of just choosing a color or a race, we combine it all together and say we are Dominicans, period. Whether American understands that or not, that's their problem, but we're not in the like those little forms that you gotta fill out. Oh, what are you? There's also a choice that says other. You can put whatever you want in there. That's our choice.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Xavier, I got a question for you. Name me one country in the world that has 3 founding fathers, and one of them is Black, one of them is white, and the other one is Indian. Name me one color, one country.
Xavier, name one.
How about you enlighten me?
Dominican Republic.
Republic.
Yeah. When we have it like that. Look, hold up. Let me explain you what we have it like that.
We're saying. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me also explain what the concept.
Let me finish my point, and then I'll let you. So look, the point is this, and it's simple as it gets. Look, why would I like? This is so crazy though. Why would I say, oh, I'm only black when I have white brothers. You know, I got brothers that I look Indian. I'm gonna be disrespecting. I'm disrespecting my people though. What I do is I say I'm Dominican. You know what? Because you know what? In our country though, you can be even Japanese Dominican. You are Dominican. That's it. You're Dominican. We don't go by the skin color, and that's the thing you guys don't understand. Look, I'm gonna tell you this with the bottom of my heart. I feel for you guys. I know what you guys been through in the U.S. It was terrible and it was sad. And then it was crazy, right? But in the DR, we didn't go through that same situation. You can even see it in our uprising, our country, our constitution, our laws, our integration. Bro, you go to the DR, you will see white folks, like black folks, Indian folks, all that, even Japanese folks, Dominican, right? Gathering together, sharing things together, you know, just being Dominican. But in the US, it's only if you're black, you're gonna hang out with the black folks. Why? Why would we have to embrace that when we see how fucked up the U.S. is?
It's not necessarily like that. The concept of being black,
systematic, dog.
It's not.
Yeah,
I don't go with it, though.
Xavier, let me talk like your language, okay? Let me talk.
Let me get the concept of being
that was
black
crazy.
is not mutually exclusive of any other identity. In fact, in reality, what being black entails is actually a mixture of identities. That's the irony in this conversation. Being black is not saying you're not Dominican.
Look. I'm gonna put it this simple to you though. Keep
We're
that.
not choosing your colors.
Hold on.
We're just saying we're Mexican.
Look, keep that black, thing in the U.S.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you.
Keep it in the U.S. We don't want nothing to do with it.
Hold on.
We don't want nothing to do with it.
I will.
Wait, Johnny, mute yourself.
Just like you guys have this concept of your identity, the concept of the black identity, yeah, sure, originated in the U.S. from colonialism, from European people that hang on. It's also evolved though to encompass a much more nuanced identity. Being black does not mean you're just 100% African. I'm going to tell you, there are many Dominicans, and I've seen many Dominicans that identify as black. I did not come here and I did not say that the DR is a black nation. What I came here to say though, is that we have a lot more similarity. I said the DR is a nation within the African diaspora, for sure.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You're trying to claim
How many
us.
times have you been to DR?
Can I?
You're trying to claim us, so we're not claiming you.
Let me speak.
You know, we're part of the
speak.
Hispanic diaspora, not the African diaspora.
Again, we're forgetting that these things aren't mutually exclusive. You can be a part of
the white diaspora.
Wait, hold on, guys.
Dominicano. You can also be a part of the black diaspora, or sorry, of Afro.
Oh, Xavier, this is the crazy part you're not understanding. Only Dominicans know they can tell you that. And this whole time, since I was born and Dominican Republic was established and everything, we don't even have no connection or nothing and everything. We're Africa. We don't.
You very well do have a connection, and I've seen it.
Well, let me finish. I'm talking about.
I just wanted to finish real quick, Ruby, and then I'll let you finish.
I'm trying to say because you interrupted me. You didn't say I had to.
No, actually, I was interrupted. I just want to finish.
No. I know, but I just want to say this.
Okay.
We have more relationship connection with Spain than Africa, and that's a big fact. I haven't seen Africa supporting us. I haven't seen Africa. Well, when you say Africa is a continent, well, let's talk about whatever country in Africa, because Africa is a continent. You get it? It's a big continent with different countries in it. So we don't. Science. I have no knowledge about any country in Africa having that with us. No, I never seen that. And then there's a day in the Dominican Republic, because I studied over there in school, El Día de la Raza, where people dress like African descendants, Taínos, and Hispanian.
And
like
we celebrate all of them, not just one.
We celebrate the 3 days. Yes, we do. And I'm going to show you a picture here of the 3 founder of my country.
You can show me, and it's just going to fortify my point again.
No, it's not going to fortify
it's going to fortify my point again. My initial premise was that this admixture is not unique
Diablo,
to
se
the
ve muy
DR.
cosa, macho. Okay, okay. This is
Present
Duarte.
throughout. It's present throughout the entirety of
No, it's
You're not
not.
doing
No, it's
the
not.
Americas.
No, it's not.
It
No,
is.
it's
No,
not.
it's
Yes, it is.
No,
not.
it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
You're at, what are you? What are you? What's your?
That's
What
your
are you?
opinion.
I'm African American, and I've seen
Exactly. So your people came here from Jamestown, Virginia, by the Dutch, and then somehow, some way, you were breeded, and you mix down the line with certain Europeans.
and
Like,
also a lot of African Americans also have indigenous DNA. It's present in our
no,
food. It's present in our
not
culture.
many. The
But what
most
I'm saying
indigenous
is you're
people
going to
are
find the
Mexicans. If
same
you look at a
admixture
Mexican, that's
throughout the
indigenous. If you go
Americas
to
in
Arizona, you're gonna
varying
see indigenous
percentages, and this
people.
is a fact.
Black people are black people. Like LeBron James is black.
You guys call yourself black.
You know, the rapper.
Now you want to call yourself
You're
mixed
not
too?
indigenous.
Oh my God!
bro.
You
You
gotta
guys
decide.
call
Why
yourself
American
black.
though? Why?
You gotta
Why not?
decide.
Look, why you don't
gotta
feel
To
proud
decide.
of
be
calling
black,
yourself
most
American though?
African Americans just are
Look,
mixed. What are you
instead of me
talking
saying
about?
no,
Not
I'm
majority mixed.
black.
The
No,
majority
Not the
are
majority.
mixed, dude.
If you go to the beats, you see the BET Awards. It's a room full of black people.
What does it mean to be
But
black?
this is my thing, Macho. Now they're saying they're mixed. When you ask an African, a black person, no, I'm black. I'm fully black. I'm African American. What about now? You guys want to claim indigenous?
Because I was trying to explain what black means.
Okay. So wait, but when I claim
Mira,
Tainos,
yo
African,
puedo
Hispanic, you need
hablar.
to understand that part. That's what I'm trying to say too.
To be black.
They keep
But I'm
forgetting
not
that
Also,
fully
the
black
color
or
games
white.
were invented to keep them
can I
entertained, to
can
keep
I
black
also
and
can I
white
talk?
fighting.
Black derives from the term black. First of all, also derives from
Slavery.
okay, exactly,
And
and
that's the
also
term that you guys
And y'all
chose.
proud of it?
in all.
Yeah.
I'm
We
proud to
don't
be a black
criticize
person.
that. That's
No.
part
Xavier,
of
can
the
I say
culture.
something,
The term
Xavier?
black
Hold
derives
on,
from
wait.
But
Let me
you
say
guys
slavery.
something,
chose
guys.
that
Let me
name.
say something. Let me say something. Xavier, is black a nationality?
Black is not a nationality, no.
Okay, all right. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Diablo, loco.
So to be black, Europeans define this as, or they had this whole system called the one drop rule, so that even if you had the tiniest percentage of black, you are considered black.
Anglo-Saxons.
So right there in this term,
Anglo-Saxons.
right there,
Being black is a nationality.
Anglo-Saxons, European, even
No,
Spanish had their own system.
no, because Spaniards,
The Spaniards had their own system too.
mestizaje was the way the Spaniards colonized. They
So that right there, tells you that to be black, and I'm not saying that. First of all, I never said Dominicans are not mixed. See, you guys are not even hearing me speak, or not even hearing my point.
Then why you want us to just claim one race?
Xavier,
If you do
when did I
understand
get
that
up
we're
here
mixed,
You're not
then
gonna
you need to
convince us,
understand we're not
Xavier.
gonna
race?
We
choose
have a
one
mind made up. You're
color.
not gonna convince us, man. Sorry.
When did I get up here and say that you guys should claim one race? Or did I come up here and say we all actually have a lot more similarities because
So
Yeah,
you
we're
agree
similar
that
because I have
no, I
my.
mean the color of your skin is not the defining thing. I mean that's a
when
concept
did I say that?
It doesn't
that
define who you
Americans
are.
have
When did I
adopted.
say that?
also you think
Your skin color is not a defining thing.
When did I say that?
I mean, you're making
Yo
it
te lo
seem
dije eso.
like your
Yo te
color
lo que
is the
no.
most defining
When did I
thing.
say that?
I mean, I've been listening to you for a
I've been
while, and
listening to
you've
you.
been
That's what
like jumping
you've been
around
trying to say,
topics.
dog.
I have not been jumping around topics. I've been getting
okay, so now
interrupted.
that you said that it's not, so you basically admitting that what Carlito said, skin color does not define you.
I don't think that.
Oh, here we go.
When did what?
Carlito, díselo
Thank
tú.
you.
I'm done.
But look at the chat.
No, I don't need to look at the chat. I
No,
mean, I
look
could
at the
be in
chat.
a
Look at the
room
chat.
of 100 people that are wrong, and I'm still going to tell them that they're wrong, and they could all
Thank
be.
you. No,
saying
thank you. But I just wanted to say, the chat knows this admixture is not unique to the DR. That's it. And
No,
you
those
guys
are people.
We're not
Those are
saying
people that
it's
hate
only because
Dominicans.
Puerto
They hate
Rico has it
Dominicans.
too.
Well,
They hate
Jamaica has
Can
it
you
too.
can you answer me
They
a
hate
question,
Dominicans.
bro? How many countries have you like traveled to? I'm not talking like a resort travel, like actually.
I don't do resorts, bro. I've traveled to quite a few countries, actually.
Okay, can you name a few?
Okay, I've been to the DR. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to. This is not a country, but I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to Belize.
Puerto Rico's not a country. Ooh.
I just said Puerto Rico is not a country.
Nah.
Oh,
I just
wow.
said that. I'm going to London December.
Carlo,
I'm
Puerto
going to
Rico's not a
Curacao.
country;
I'm
it's a
going.
U.S. territory, my brother.
It is. It is a U.S. territory,
So why do they have a flag then?
but it's a U.S.
Porque,
territory.
Because
they
they're
have a
U.S.
flag.
That's
territory, my
a,
brother. They
Okay.
got American
that's
money.
another
Well,
history.
They got American law
geopolitical
agencies in there, my
territories.
brother.
Okay, well, if you ask Chinese people if Taiwan is a country, they'll tell you no. But if you ask people in
Dude, Puerto
Taiwan, they
Rico is
will
not.
tell you Taiwan is a
It's not a
country.
country, and let's just
Listen, can
rest
I
it.
say one
It is
thing?
a country. It
No,
is a
it's
country.
not a country, dude. It's not a
It
country.
is a country. So, like I said, I mean, this might be too deep for you. If you ask someone in
I've been to
China whether
Jamaica, and
Taiwan is
so
a
I
country,
just wanted to
they will
understand
tell
your
you
point.
no because Chinese people do not recognize Taiwan as a country. However, the Taiwanese people, just like Puerto Ricans, they recognize themselves as a country because they have a separate culture, separate history. The fact that geopolitical state of Puerto Rico, just like Taiwan and many other territories, doesn't accept
Yeah,
them
every
from
state in
being
the
a
U.S. has
country.
a flag as well. Does that make us all the states in the U.S. countries? I don't understand your
Listen,
point
Well, you're
there.
fighting here
someone.
for your blackness,
Hold on,
but
hold on.
there's not a country
Someone.
named black. So I don't
I
know
don't
why you
know.
guys, go to war over your
Okay.
blackness when
Okay.
there's nowhere in no
Someone
country
said
named black.
Someone said something earlier that I'm be honest with you, I completely disagree with. I met a girl from Poland that was born in DR, and she was like, I'm Dominican, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it bothered me. Why? Because she don't come from that thread. And when I look at
Because
the
she has
Dominican,
Dominican
wait a minute.
bloodline,
No, she didn't. She was just, I told her, listen, you were
then she's
born
not
in DR.
Dominican.
Wait a minute. I told her, listen, I'm sorry. I told her, listen, I don't want to disrespect you, but you are not Dominican, I told her. You
Why?
don't come from that bloodline. You don't come from that bloodline. You're not a mixed person. You are a Polish person. She was from Poland. I told her, you
I
are a
was
Polish
traveling
person
by.
that
Yeah, but
was
that's not for
born
you
in
to say.
DR.
Because if she grew up in DR and she went
She's
through
not
the
Dominican. She's not Dominican.
naturalization process, she's a
She's not
Dominican
Dominican.
citizen.
No, she's a
All she did
Dominican
was do
Carlo,
citizen.
the
She's not
naturalization
Dominican.
process.
Carlo,
That's different.
She's not Dominican.
J-Ski,
I have
espérate,
cousins that
J-Ski.
She's not
that are
Dominican.
mixed
Carlo,
with
look,
white.
Carlo,
You
look,
were
Carlo, look.
born in
I
DR. You're not Dominican. You don't
Well,
come.
I have
You
two
don't.
cousins. Two cousins. They're mixed with white, gringo, U.S.
Wait,
But they're
hold
citizen.
on.
mixed. They're mixed. That's a
No, they're Dominican.
difference.
Their
There's
passport.
difference.
GS.
Hey, their
But if
passport doesn't
they,
say mix. Again,
it
race
doesn't
is not
matter.
a defining thing
It's
outside of
not.
the
But what I'm
U.S.
saying is,
Yo, let me
me
look.
personally, I do
No,
not
because you're
agree
you're
with a
bringing
Polish person
Yes.
racial
saying,
binaries into
listen, I do not
nationality.
Yes.
agree. Listen, I
Carlito,
do not
espérate.
agree with a Poland person repping Dominican
Why
Republic
not?
when
Why
her
does it bother
parents,
you? Why does it bother
because
you
she
so much?
doesn't come from that thread.
It
She
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
come from, she's not,
DR
Carlo,
bro. At the end of the day,
doesn't.
believe it or not,
Carlitos,
we
our
are,
constitution
listen,
doesn't. It
listen,
doesn't
at the
matter.
end of the
If
day,
okay,
we
well,
are, listen, at the end of the day,
She's
we
not
are, the
Dominican,
truth is
but
the
if she
truth.
goes
At
through
the end
the
I said
is,
she
naturalization
went through
we
process,
the
are,
naturalization
doesn't
process and
matter,
she has
doesn't
a
matter,
citizenship.
So,
She is
doesn't
no,
matter.
Dominican.
This
No,
man,
at the end of the
apparently
day,
doesn't know what
we
he's
are,
talking about.
listen,
No,
at the
no.
end of the day,
No, because
we
you're
are
bringing
a
that
Polish.
Let me
One
racial.
at
say
a
this.
time. One at a
You know
time.
what's this
Let me
angry, right?
Silence.
finish. Can I
That
finish?
You
Can
know
I
what's this
finish?
angry,
Can I
right?
finish? Can I
Do you
finish?
know
At
what's
the
this
end of the
angry? I'm
day,
asking you to
at
you.
the end of the day,
Do you know
we
what's this
are,
angry, dog?
listen, at the end of the day,
But
we
do you know
are,
what's this angry, though?
let's,
Can you,
at the end of
let
the
him
day,
finish.
we are, at the end of the day, to me, a Dominican is when you come from that thread. To me, at the end of the day, Tainos, we rep Tainos very hard. You know, at the end of the day, we come from a thread of slavery. We are a product
That's a
of
no
slavery.
sabo talking point. No.
Tainos were slaves. They were raped and they were done
no,
Yeah.
we're
a
Okay.
not.
ton of shit. So a Polish person,
Right.
I tell her, listen, I love it that you feel Dominican, but at
No,
the
you
end of the day,
clearly
to
don't because
me,
you have a
you are
problem with
not.
her.
No, I told her you are not. Her mother and her father came from Poland to go work in DR. She was born there. I told her, and at the end of the day, you are a Polish person that happened to be born in DR. But to me,
Right.
in my
Right.
eyes, I will never see her as a Dominican person.
And that
And
sounds
that's
like
Because
a
just,
she was
you
raised.
problem. And that sounds like a
it
you
doesn't,
problem. She doesn't
no,
have to live her life according to what you think.
no,
And
no, she's not
Carlito,
Dominican.
listen,
She's
bro.
not
Carlito,
Dominican. She's
listen,
not
my brother.
Dominican.
Listen, my brother.
She's
Listen,
not.
my brother. Carlito, listen.
No, Carlito,
Both my
espérate.
parents are Dominican, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm first generation U.S. born. Does that make me American?
Yes, because
It
America.
makes you both.
No,
America.
makes you both.
It makes you
You
I'm
both.
not
forget about
American, bro. I'm not
It makes
American,
you
bro.
both.
why
Loco,
not?
loco.
It makes you
How,
both because of the U.S. Laws are different.
America is a continent.
my brother, yo no
America's a
soy
continent. You mean a
americano. I
U.S.
got
citizen?
my social because I was born here, claro. Pero yo
That's a
tengo también
U.S. citizen.
yo tengo
America
mi
is a
cédula
continent.
también.
But okay, can we establish
It's
that?
a
My
different
bloodline
rule.
is Dominicano.
Yo,
But can
but
we
tell these
establish
men
that
that
America is
you
a
ain't
You are
continent?
what
both.
he's saying though. Look, homie, I'm gonna ask you this, and this is
Don't
simple
hold
as
me,
it
bro.
is.
I'm not your homie.
No,
Don't
hey,
hold
look,
me.
hear me out.
I'm not your homie. I'm not
You
your
know what
homie.
you
Carlito,
Stop,
sang,
¿qué te
stop
right?
pasa?
Oh,
Carlito,
palomo. You know
espérate,
what you sangre
Carlito.
and you soli, right? Do you know what's the difference? You know what's the difference, right? You sangre and you soli. You know the difference of that, right? Habla.
Of course I do.
So what's the difference?
Es dominicano por sangre y es
Look,
americano por
Again,
tierra.
I
I'm
want to
gonna
hear him
speak
say it.
slow
What's
this
the difference?
time. If she went through the
Nah.
naturalization
I'm
process,
not, bro. Look. You just went going
she's
out of topic.
Dominican.
I'm
Okay.
asking you. Look. I'm asking you. What is you soli and you sangre though? Tell me the difference. Of them two. That's what I want to know.
buddy. In which language you want me to explain it to you?
Combine whichever. I speak both. Dominican,
My guy.
Déjame buscar la palomita.
Your sanguinis is a
Uh-huh.
blood right. Your
Uh-huh.
solis is a land right. That's it.
And
There you go.
what's the constitution that the Dominican Republic says?
We have a just sanguinis clause in our
So you
constitution.
saying that we gotta disrespect our own constitution? Fuck out of here, man. Yo soy dominicano. Por la patria y el
Oye,
poder,
bájale,
Está
es lo
loco,
primero. Escucha, niño. Yo dije, si ella pasó por el proceso de naturalización,
Ok.
ella es ciudadana dominicana.
Correcto.
¿Ok?
Es ciudadana,
Ahora,
pero no dominicana de
Ella es
sangre.
un producto de
Correcto.
su ambiente, ¿verdad? Ella nació y creció en República Dominicana. A esa niña tú la llevas a Polonia y no se va a desenvolver igual que en República Dominicana. Eso es algo que ustedes no entienden, que parece como que el cerebro no le da. You know?
Eso es cultura. Cierto.
Culturalmente, ella es dominicana.
Dominicana.
Y si pasó por el proceso de naturalización, es ciudadana dominicana. Porque hay un proceso
Porque eso
de
está en nuestras
naturalizarse.
leyes también. Si somos dominicanos, tenemos que respetar nuestra constitución y eso está ahí. Si
So,
un
ese es mi
dominicano
punto.
se
El
casa y
dominicano
hace
no
ese
es, como dijo el
proceso,
pan aquí, que tú tienes que ser esclavo, que qué sé yo qué, que María estaba lavando. No, en nuestra constitución,
María.
nunca en República
María se fue.
Dominicana no hay ninguna cláusula en ninguna de nuestras 62 constituciones donde la raza está escrita en un código. Ninguna de nuestras leyes están hechas alrededor del color de tu piel. Eso, I understand, that's a hard concept for no sabos, wabos, and double A's. I get it. It's a hard concept, but understand
they
this.
don't get it.
The world does not revolve around the U.S.
Say it
we
louder.
need to respect the
I'm
other
not saying it evolves around the US. I'm just simply telling you, if you are not from that thread, and by the thread I mean Taino, African, and mixed with European, if you don't come from that thread, you to me are not Dominican. You are a person that was born.
You're entitled to your opinion,
No,
bro.
but that is how it is, bro.
No, it's not
You
how
don't have
it
to
is.
agree.
No, that's your opinion because it's in the
Our
You know what people
Constitution
tell me?
does
Jesky,
not
People tell me
have
where were you
race
born?
in it.
Guys,
Our laws
People
do
tell me
not
all
have
the time.
race in
People
it.
tell me all the time, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from New York. No, but where are you really from? And then I'm like, oh, I'm Dominican. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, to me, if you don't come from that thread, you are not you are
And you
not
will be
a
wrong.
Dominican,
And you
a
will be
real
wrong.
Dominican.
Where were you
That's okay.
born, my
You're
brother?
entitled to your
I was
opinion. I'm
born
not
in New
arguing
York
that. I'm
City.
not trying to change it.
All
I'm
right.
just saying you are
I was
wrong.
born in
Can Americans have
In the
fought
United States,
for...
sweetheart. In the United States, America's a continent.
All right, did I cut you off when you were talking? I did
No,
not.
but I'm just correcting you because you're wrong.
I don't need correction, darling.
But you're
I
wrong.
appreciate it. I
But
appreciate
you're
it, but I
wrong.
don't need it.
It's the
I'm not
United
coming on
States.
here to
America's
argue.
a continent.
I'm not coming
So-
on here to argue. I'm just coming on here just basically,
To
I just
play
wish
the
that
victim.
people play the
Right, yeah,
victim. I didn't
Carlito,
even
chill,
say
chill.
anything.
You did.
Chill,
I
chill.
said
Go ahead,
America,
talk,
and
man.
now I'm playing the victim because I said America.
Go ahead, sweeter. Go ahead, sweeter.
So I just feel like, if you don't want to be labeled black, That's totally fine. You know, you should be labeled however you want to be labeled. You know, I think that that's fair for everyone. But when you step to America or USA, when you step here, you know, I do feel like there should be a bit of acknowledgement for what has come before you guys, so that when you guys can, you know, be equal, have the same rights as other people of other races. I just wish that there was more respect. Like, why do we have to go back and forth? This person is black, that person is not black. Be whoever you want to be. But if someone decides that they want to be labeled as black, let them be. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand why there's such a big issue. And then I don't understand why Dr. Zab, PhD, is saying that she doesn't want black people in her home.
That's not what I said.
It's just a lot. That's just a lot.
YT.
Okay.
I didn't say nothing like that.
Okay. All right. So then that's my fault. It's a misunderstanding. There's no African American people on the panel that are really talking right now. So I just felt like I should just come in and just say my part. I just feel like we should just all be fair and respectful. If you want to be considered Dominican and not black, I'm all for it. If I want to be purple and not black, let me be purple and not black. I just feel like all of this going back and forth about race is taken away from the bigger issue of what is really happening all over the world.
But you guys, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why does it?
I have a question. So this is, I got two things because I'm about to go down. I gotta go to sleep. One thing is the reason why we're like this is because that's a good point that you said right there. But when I go outside and I said, no, I'm Dominican, I'm not black, they call me racist for that. And they bully me for that. That's the point that y'all not seeing. Some people...
So it's not y'all?
No. I say y'all because some African Americans bully me for that. Oh, you racist. You denying your African descendant. No, let me finish. So Carlito, you said Carlito cut you off. But then when Dr. Shea spoke, you didn't tell her that she cut you off. Let me finish. Let me go straight to the point. That's my point. So basically, my whole life in the United States, when an African American asked me, oh, you're Dominican, you're black. No, I said, no, I'm not black, I'm Dominican. I'm mixed. You can see my skin tone, I'm mestiza or mixed. I'm not fully black or fully white. Oh, you're racist. And they bully me for that shit. I grew up that shit in the Bronx like that. And that's the reason I'm saying, if y'all now saying that we can live also whatever, so why when I say I'm not black, I'm Dominican, y'all get mad? Some of you guys get mad.
So just like you have racial,
that's not racial issues. I'm just labeling myself the way I want to be labeled.
Listen, understand this.
Right, but just because
everybody has their
light
own
skin
perspective,
does not mean that
and just because. All right, I'm talking. Can everybody please stop? She asked me a question. When it comes down to it, you're generalizing and you're saying African Americans. I am an African American right now. I'm an African American right
Tell
now.
me a white person that came on this.
That's them. You're generalizing them. Do I then say all Dominicans? Do I say all Dominicans?
Hold on, sweetheart.
No. I'm answering your question.
No. I'm
Let me finish.
Let me tell you something. Tell me a white person that has come on this live telling me that shit. Tell me one. Tell me a white person that has come on this live tonight on this 4 hours telling me you're racist for not calling yourself black. Instead of calling yourself black, calling yourself Dominican. Tell me one white person. Okay. Yeah.
I just want to say something because I'm Dominican, but I'm also black. So I'm very much like, I understand from both sides, but Dominicans are from African descent. So when people say you're black in America,
that's not true.
Simply me.
A lot of Dominicans are from African descent. Okay, we're mixed with Taino, black, and Spaniards. That is true. Y'all be trying to deny y'all blackness.
African descent.
Where you're half Dominican and half African American. That's what you're saying.
What language do we speak in Dominican Republic? What language?
It doesn't matter. There's black people in Africa that speak French. Does that make them not black?
It does matter. It does matter. That you want to live in a bubble where you think you're blackity black. Go to Africa. See how they treat you.
Can I say something?
You're not African.
You're not understanding. You're not understanding. But that's that mindset that's keeping. But that's why Dominicans. are forever going to be like.
Dominicans are not from Africa, okay?
Whatever. We don't care,
They're
Sippany.
African descent. It's very much a mixture.
We
The
don't
slave
care
trade
if
happened
you're
in the
not down with
Dominican
us.
Republic.
Liberian
The
If you're not
ship
down with
stopped
us, we
right
don't
in the
care.
Dominican
Okay,
Republic.
let me ask you simply, Nick, since you're so smart. The word Dominican, where does it come from?
Most Dominicans are African descent, y'all.
That's not what I asked, honey. The word Dominican.
But that's what I said. But that's what I said, though.
But you're wrong.
But that's what I said, though.
Yeah,
Most
you're
of our
wrong.
food has African influences.
I know
My
you
food comes
No,
from
it
food.
doesn't.
Okay,
No,
how
it
A lot of our
doesn't.
words have
influence?
No, it
African
doesn't.
words. What are you
No, it
talking about?
doesn't.
Yes,
But
it
hold
does.
on.
Y'all sound so
If I
ignorant.
say I'm Euro-Dominican, would you have a problem with that?
I don't care. You could be whatever you want,
Okay,
but a
so
lot
why
of
do you want
Dominicans
to throw
are
a blanket statement saying Dominicans are from African
I'm
descent?
sorry, Macho. I couldn't take it, Macho. I'm sorry. I couldn't take that shit. I'm sorry. That's BS, bro.
Ella singa Moreno y
Yo,
ella
why?
If I say Euro Dominican is a problem, but if I say Afro Dominican is right.
Yo, why are these
I'm saying,
people
if I say I'm
regurgitating
Euro
the same
Dominican, are you
shit,
gonna have
bro?
a problem with that? Of course they will. They're gonna be like, oh, the colonizer mindset. Oh, I guarantee you.
Can I talk for a few minutes?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
All right. Yo, you gotta understand, English is not my first language, so I might be like struggling a little bit, trying to find the words to come out my mouth.
Spanglish.
But I can do both. So
I'm out. I'm out.
Most
I'm
people
out.
are
I'm
okay.
leaving. I'm
This is what's
leaving.
Bye,
going on.
sweeter. Bye,
Hear me out.
sweeter.
Hear me out. There is a world out there that is not United States, right? Here in the States, they just call us as white and black. That's it. But us Dominicans, right? I don't know if you agree with me or not, but this is what it is. Whenever we say, because we always get judged by people when we say we are not black, but it's not denying our blackness. Because when we say we are not black, what we mean is that I'm a mixture of African, Spaniard, and Indio Taino. And if you say I'm black, you are denying the other two race that complement the African.
No, you are not.
I
don't think that you are.
When we say we are not black, me personally, when I say, because I know, I mean, if you see my features, you will see that I have big lips, big nose, curly hair, but I'm also have a light skin tone that as like Native American, right? But I cannot just say I'm black because I'm a mixture of black, Taino, and also Spaniard. And that's it. When we say we are not black, it's not because we are denying or we're racist. It's not. Maybe here in the States, you guys, when African descent, you just mix black with black and you just African descent. But in DR, it's a mixture of black people from Africa, Spaniard who conquered, and the Tainos that were there before everyone else. And that's it. When I say I'm Dominican, I'm just saying I'm free. I'm mixed.
So why they use the word? So why they use the N word to each other, knowing that's a slavery word?
Yo, M.
Go. I'm listening.
Why do Haitians, Jamaicans, West Africans, and Central Africans bleach their skin more than everybody in the world? Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. No. Let's talk about it. No. I want to talk about it.
No, he won't. I'm saying he won't.
Macho, ¿cómo que se llama la crema? Cosa los haitianos y los jamaiquinos.
The bleach.
So you telling me, yo, M, you telling me that there aren't people in India that don't bleach their skin? You telling me that there's white people?
Nobody denying that, but every time.
Wait.
Yeah, but why they want to put Dominican as the word?
Because we're talking about the racism.
There's even white people that are colorless, bro.
There's racism everywhere. But I'm Dominican, so I'm about to address my country. There's racism everywhere. But I'm not addressing my country. I'm not Indian. I'm not Mexican. I'm not fucking American to talk about for them. I'm talking for my people. The fuck, and I see that every day. And just how you guys, if you peep what y'all did, y'all all got defensive. Oh, but how about Mexico? How about India? We know. Like y'all all got defensive because y'all know it's true. Like what?
Yo, bro, what are you?
Let me ask you a question. Welcome. Thank you for coming on. I respect everyone's opinion. I just want people to talk. You know, I want people to come up here. I don't want the audience to think that we're just gonna start like climbing on top of people if they have a different opinion. Let people express themselves, then we, do what we have to do. So, what do you think about the situation between Haiti and DR right now?
Immigration? Like, what? Are you gonna be specific? Like overall?
Yeah, like right now, Dominicans are complaining that there's a lot of illegal Haitians in the Dominican Republic, and they're giving birth at a 50% rate in the country. So 50% of the children born in the Dominican Republic are Haitian, and they take Dominican names. They're Jean Francois in Haiti, and then they take a Dominican name, and Dominicans get upset. What do you feel about the whole situation? Are Dominicans right in the way they get upset or wrong?
Yeah. I think, shit. Look, I'm gonna say this. I think Dominicans are entitled to have their own opinion on that, and they're entitled to feel the way they feel, because obviously that's their home. My opinion on that, we do need reform for immigration for sure. I don't know exactly how this is gonna happen, but we do need reform for sure. We do need reform. But I'm not gonna sit here. Hold on. Let me just finish with this. We do need reform, obviously. So, but Dominicans in the DR right now, yeah, like they do have the right to be upset, because that is their country at the end of the day. It's ours. So, but at the end of the day too, they're also human. Let's not take this to a race thing. They there because they're going through shit in their own country, just how Mexicans come to America, right? The only thing that I disagree is when we make it a whole different thing, right? They make up our race, we make up our race. When it gets to erase shit, they're just people looking for refuge, and they go into DR, they neighbor. That's all they're doing.
Well,
But hold on. Yes, they do in the border. They come illegally here too, and y'all don't complain about that. Y'all be like, oh, they work hard.
No.
We all Latino, but when Haitians do it, oh no. They have to go back. Mexicans do it in a way greater rate than Haitians, because there's more people in Mexico. There's 200 million people in Mexico.
130.
And that is factual. Yeah, exactly.
130.
But you don't see Mexicans.
But exponentially speaking,
yes, that is factual.
We get more Haitian immigrants than the U.S. gets Mexican immigrants.
All I'm saying is this: Dominicans are right to feel the way they feel. We do need reform. We do need reform.
No, we don't. We don't need reform.
What you mean we need reform? What are you talking about?
Immigration.
And the difference is that you don't see Mexicans doing what Haitians do. You don't see Mexicans over here. They got here with no papers. They work their asses up, build their houses.
What are you talking about?
Loco, déjame terminar de hablar.
What are you talking about?
No. I'm talking about...
No, este pana vive en La La Land.
Ya lo supiste, te está haciendo oferta la Oye, la cuestión es, loco, que no es lo mismo. Los mexicanos tú no lo ves haciendo lo que esta gente hace en Santo Domingo. ¿Cuándo tú has visto un mexicano aquí con una ganga macheteando un blanco o un moreno? O diciendo Estados Unidos
So you saying that Dominicans hate Haitians?
No, Haitians do not behave when they go to DR. They act like the country.
I have an opinion on that.
They don't act
civilized.
for Constitution. They go to DR asking for human rights that Haiti did not give them. That's the big point.
Exactly.
So you saying that Dominicans hate Haitians, M? That's what you saying, M? You saying that we hate Haitians?
Yeah, they're hard workers, but those are really violent.
I never said that. What are you talking about? He asked me a question about immigration. He asked me a question about what do I think about the
Loco, suéltalo a Machepa.
Why do Haitians
let me tell you one.
Diablo, but listen, he asked me a question of what I think about Haitians in the DR, and I said we need reform. We need immigration reform, because they keep coming there, and I think it should be. I think they should be coming there the legal way, obviously, but we do need reform.
No, wait.
First of all, we don't need a reform.
Why do we need to spend resources
asking you a
on
question, M. Do Dominicans hate Haitians in DR?
Maybe because they're raping us and killing us and claiming our country,
an answer for that.
stealing our river. Maybe because of that, because you don't know the reality that we're living here. You're speaking from out there. You don't know what's going on here.
You do know DR is corrupt, and they're letting them in too.
No, but USA is corrupt as well. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about.
There's corruption everywhere.
Everywhere is corrupt.
So you don't know the reality that we're going through here.
Listen,
you need to listen. Let me talk.
I can answer that.
We're not talking about the U.S. We're talking
Let me talk because I have here, I don't know, 10 minutes.
There is corruption everywhere.
1 minute.
There is corruption.
Let me explain you something. We don't need a reform. We already have our laws. What we need is to get them out of here because Haiti's problem is not our problem. We are Dominicans and we are the Dominican Republic because we fought against them. And we cannot take them as a refugee because they are not. What we're having here is not a refugee situation. What we're having here, we have the UN and all this big country moving whole Haiti to our side. You're talking, this is not an immigration situation. This is an international agenda against Dominicans. And that's why you see a lot of people on TikTok spreading hate and lies against us, even our own people. And the most of those people are no Sabos kids that they born in the US and their parents, they don't worry about to teach them about who they are. Because do you believe that our reality here, our mindset is your mindset? And it's not. Right now, we are living in fear because we have Haitian guns breaking into our houses, raping our women, killing the men, killing old people, and that's a reality. And we are not going to allow that they destroy our country and we become Haiti because that's what they want to do. No Haitians because they're puppets. They don't have the power for it. It's the big people that are behind this agenda to destroy Dominicans. That's why we have all these people talking about who we are. Why we let people that doesn't belong to our country to tell us who we are. No, we don't need, we are Dominicans. Don't put labels. We know we're mixed race. That's what Dominican are. When you say Dominican, it's because you're mixed race. Even a black Dominican is not a pure black. It's mixed. If you go to DNA test, you have white mothers with black kids, black mothers with white kids in this country. So your color, your labels, whatever you say, we don't care. When black people arrive to the island, or when Haitians arrive to the island, we already have almost 200 years mixing with the Spaniards.
Not mixing. Raping us.
I don't care.
Don't sugarcoat it. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't sugarcoat it. They raped the woman back then. Not sugarcoat it. Because how did we end the mix? They raped the woman back then.
How you know they raped? What are you talking? I have
history. What you talking about? What are you talking about?
Just shut up, please. You don't even know history. You don't even know history. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even have a link to our identity.
I know you're not smart. I can tell. But what did Isabel la Católica in 1496 pass? What was her first mandate? And we're talking about DR. What was her first mandate? Isabel la Católica. I'll give you time to Google it since you're so smart. What happened in 1496? 4 years after the Spaniards got to DR. Google it. Go ahead.
Who is Isabela Católica? That's
espérate, Rubio. Vamos a preguntar algo más básico al pana. What was her first mandate as a queen? Oh, he's Googling it. I'll give you time. It's okay. I'll give you time.
Here to tell us that we need a reform.
Nobody find that out.
I know you don't know. Just say you don't know, buddy. Okay, so Isabela Católica, the first thing she did was to recognize the marriages between Taínos and Spaniards and their sons as sons and daughters of Spain and abolish slavery. This is 1496. 1496. You can Google it. You can come and argue with me. You can play your freaking victim card violins. That's a fact. You can look it up. Okay? So they weren't raping people, like you said. Okay, a lot of them got married to Taínas and they had kids, and their kids.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Exactly, but when
right now in the Dominican Republic,
Sabos love to come here. It's like, oh my God, they came and raped. And
what are you talking about, no Sabo?
And colonizers rape. Oh my God, los colonizer. That's you. That's no sabo. Okay.
No, él dijo yo no sabo. That means you don't know shit.
Exactly. So these no sabos want to talk these gringo talking points. You know what I mean? But they don't actually read. So I can't argue, have an actual like conversation with them because I have to lower my IQ. I have to dumb down everything I said
Yo,
to
Macho, can I say
explain it
something?
to you.
Well, hold on. You've been declared a vende patria. Your Dominican card has been revoked. You're out of here.
Yo, I want to say something real
I
quick.
also have an opinion here too.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I want to add something to what Carlito said early to these people about que en República Dominicana más el dinero. In Dominican Republic, compared to the U.S., so for all you Americans or United African Americans, AA, whatever, it doesn't matter what skin color you are. You still be poor. You can be green eyes, blonde hair, white, or whatever. If you don't got money, you ain't shit. Period. You
There is
can
no. You don't
then,
get a card, bro.
And then in the United States, and then y'all gonna tell me that I'm not lying. Most of the richest people are white. And the lowest income people, you can add the Hispanic people. I'm not gonna lie about that. But it's black and Hispanic. Did y'all get that on your head? Thank you. And the other shit.
Yo, I want to say something real quick, guys. I got the floor?
Yeah, you got the floor, my love. Go ahead.
Okay, this is what I want to say. And this is in response to M, because he really thought he said something so profound about the hair thing, right? We already know that the blacks, meaning sub-Saharans in the Caribbean, West Africa, Central America, bleach their skin and buy more bleaching skin products than anybody else in the world, right? That's a fact. I don't care if you don't like it. Okay, now, this is what I want to say. M, why is it that Dominican culture uses Moreno and Morena as a term of endearment? Why do we say it in our songs? You hear the men.
Oh, he's not here. He's the
Why do you? No, I know.
What do you want? That we change who we are because you feel offended?
Johnny has a point.
The word doesn't work like that, man.
Why does
That's why we talk. That's who we are. Before talking about us, you have to come here.
Yo. Hello? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
So this is what I was saying, right? We already know the bleaching skin products, right? Why in DR, and this is a reference to what M said, why is it that Dominicans, you see how M said what he said? I have a question for you and for the audience and the panel in the comments. Why is it that Dominicans use the term moreno, which means black person, or morena, black woman? Why do we use that as a term of endearment? Why do we say it in our songs, praising it and using it normally? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because when you
Here's the thing.
What's the problem?
Yeah, but
What's
I
the
can
problem?
tell you why. I mean, we are Dominicans. We don't have the same background that you guys have in United States. Like when you call someone black, it means that you looking down on them or you feel like you are like racism. But we don't say it like that because we don't have that. We don't have that background. When we say Moreno Morena, it means something that we get used to it. But in here, when we say black or nigga, it's like before. I mean, when back then, when racism, they used to call them niggas, used to look down on them. But we don't talk like that. We don't have the same mentality. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when I hear. Hear me out.
Pero Jeremy, lo que dice Jeremy es cuando un dominicano y en nuestra canción, en nuestra poesía, en nuestra cultura, cuando alguien te dice mi morena, mi negra, yo le digo a Ruby, mi negra, ¿en qué tú estás? Y Ruby no se ofende. Ruby,
we don't get offended.
We don't get offended.
Pero para los double A, para los African American, being called that is
Say it again.
the meaning.
Yeah, but exactly, we don't have the same background. It's not the same culture. It's not the same.
I think Johnny, we have kind of like the same point. They don't understand that there is a world outside of the U.S., outside of the project that they live in New York, that thinks and act different. They don't have the same story. They don't have the same background. Things are different. There's a world out there that does not revolve around the U.S. and your victim complex. You need to understand.
We have our own.
Exactly. I want to say something.
I just have one. I just have one more comment on it.
Hold up, Jennifer. Holding back to Johnny's question. When you mix, I'm gonna say this again for the last time. When you mix milk with coffee, it's not what you got. A mix. Moreno is a mix. It's not fully a dark color. It's brown. So when Dominicans, we use the term moreno on that way. So when I call somebody, ay, mira que morenito. Oh, you calling me black? This and that. They get offended. I use the word morenito. And when you call me morenito.
The entire world doesn't act or respond the same way to you, bro. Like, we don't call each other.
Look at my skin tone. I don't mind people calling me morenita, you see?
Mix, it's still black. You know what?
I got a question.
Right here, Macho, hold on.
I got a question. Why y'all Dominicans always be like, me no black, me no black?
We answered that.
I think we just went over that.
We went over that.
But I wasn't here for that, though. I wasn't here for that. And there may be some Haitians in this live right now. There may be some Haitians in this live right now that want to know why you guys are like, me no black, me no black.
We're not black. I said, you see the title.
Bro,
said
look at me, bro. I will answer that, but just look at me. Look, I have big lips, right? Listen, I have big lips, right?
Yeah.
From Africa.
You know where that come from?
Listen, just hear me out. Big nose.
That come from the monkeys you guys call us.
Curly hair. Just hear me out. Curly hair, right? From Africa. But see my skin color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot say I'm black because in me, in my blood,
you're
my
mixed,
DNA,
You're mixed and your DNA is black.
Hear me out.
The way your skin color is right now is black.
You ask a question, he's trying to answer.
Hear me out, bro. My DNA will come out mixed black from Africa, Indio Taino from the Dominican Republic, Spaniard, right? We are three. When you guys say we are black, you're just saying you are black, but we cannot say we are just black.
But y'all get so hurt.
A mixture of
y'all
the
get
three
so
of the
hurt.
We don't get hurt. We don't get hurt.
It's like you guys don't want to say you got.
So it don't matter if you don't want to say.
We're not. We don't care.
We don't have to say. Listen to me. Listen to me.
We don't care.
Hold on. Hey, let me have the mic real quick.
Our life does not revolve around African Americans.
Guys, chill, man. Because
that's
people
what you need to get. That's what you need to understand, bro.
Chill, man. Chill. Like, let's one at a time. You know, people think we're out of order here.
I'm trying to listen.
I don't want people to come in here, think we just chatter all over each other, okay?
Exactly. That's
my folk, right? I look at Dominican, I don't care what color they are, they're my folk. You know?
Yeah.
I
just
get
like
that
I look at Haitians.
Hard concept.
Just like I look at Haitians, they're my folks too.
I get that's a hard concept for African Americans, but race is not a defining thing. You want Dominicans and other Hispanics to just say they're black because you need company. You're desperate for it.
No. Mexicans. You see about the things about Mexicans, you got all the Spains, you got all them Cubans. They would not say me no black, because they know they got black in them.
But that's something you made up. That's something you made up.
Right. Nobody made that up.
Yes, you did. You know who made that up? You know who made that up? Some dude who thinks he's a comedian, but in reality, he has a lot of victim complex, a lot of insecurity, and that's what he talks about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I heard you, and I had to lower my IQ because when we tell you,
to be honest, all I needed to
denial. You want to talk about denial? When we tell, hey, African Americans commit 61% of the crime, and they're only the 13% of the populations. You guys flip the freaking desk. Oh, that's racist, but that's a fact. You know what I mean? We're not the same. It's not Dominicans. You know, it's you. Exactly. So we're not the same people. Stop trying to bring us down to your level, bro. I'm not your bro. I'm not like you. Because Dominicans, there are black Dominicans. We're not the same, bro. Understand that. Get that through your little head, bro. We're not the same. That's it. They're Dominicans. We're all from different colors, bro. You and I are not the same. So stop trying to make it like we're all fucking buddies. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
All right, but you said some pretty. If I'm at liberty to speak, hey, what's up, everybody? Real quick,
What's going on, Nas?
appreciate you for letting me up. Now, you were saying a bunch of stuff about we criminals. I ain't gonna even engage in that. That was disrespectful. But I'm gonna push that to the side. You know what I mean? But I will say I agree with you. Yeah, I ain't black, and we need this. I'm a black American. I don't go by so-called African American. I'm a black American. Y'all ain't
What
black. Some
what
of y'all
makes
is,
you a
but
black
not all of y'all.
American?
Dominicans is not black. I agree with that.
No, no. What makes you my question? What makes you not? What makes you uh, a black American? Since you said that you're not African American, what makes you a black American?
Because I'm not from Africa. I was born in America.
So, but you do have African descent, do you not?
I acknowledge that, but I'm not. I'm not African.
Okay, no, no, no. Hold on, hold on. So you have African descent, you have European descent, maybe possibly Native American descent, Frenchman descent. Where are you from? Like north, south, east, west? Where are your peoples from in the continent of the United States?
My people from Florida and
Okay.
Arkansas.
Say less. All right. So in Florida, right, that will be a central hub for those from the Caribbean islands, yeah, to come completely in. Yes or no?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Your people, island people?
You say, are my people island people?
Are they island people?
No, they're not.
And you sure of this?
I haven't done my genealogy, but I didn't grow up with any of that culture.
All right, but you didn't. You grew up over the culture that the colonizer. You guys created a culture. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
Like your food. What you guys call that thing? The what's it is? The pig intestines, the chitlins, and the soul food and stuff.
Okay. You coming crazy? I see you. I ain't come here to fall that
No, no,
nonsense.
no,
But
no, 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 no. Let me tell you something, because I'm not Dominican, my love. I'm not Dominican. I stand with them. Let me tell you why. You're no different. And the reason why I say you're no different is the mere fact of the matter of it is that you understand you're not just plain you say I'm black. Okay, what does that mean? You do have African descent. That is true. Okay. You do have European descent. That is true. You understand? Okay. You do have maybe possibly, I don't know. I'm not sure. Some Native American, the people that was here. Okay. Because we're traveling people. But when you sit there and you want one people to say that they are black and they're not. How fair is that? I think that's what really burrow up underneath of my skin. You understand? The one brother that was up here, not you, Nas, okay? But the one brother that was up here that he just leave, yeah? He said he stand with his Haitian folk. Okay, and I wanted to chime in, but it was just getting too juicy and I was just listening. But if I wanted to know if he was Haitian or not, you understand? Because what would that look like? Is it because of the matchy skin complexion? So if we walk around and we have the matching pajamas, does that make us related?
No. Oh, you asking does our skin make us related? I mean, in race, but I don't know what that got to do with me being African. I'm not African.
No. Because that is this is what I'm trying to get at. You guys, you guys only do what was done to you, what the colonizers have done to you. That's what you do to other people. Even in schools, all right? Even in schools. If you ever notice you guys will alienate everybody else. This is why you'll see little patches of people eating in high schools. You understand what I'm saying? Does it make sense? The young lady up there, Ruby, when you was talking about being bullied, right? In the school, was it not?
Yeah. Yes.
Was it not patches of people?
Yes, it is true.
Exactly. And then it make you feel alienated because you know why, come? It's what was done to you. So,
and you know what's crazy, Dr.
I'm very confused. Wait,
is
I want to understand what she's trying to say to me.
okay, Nas, hold up.
How am I alienating people? What are you talking about?
Dr. This is the funny part. My cousin, Prima, she's Dominican Morenita, like melanated, and she got curlier hair than I do. She got bullied for the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. So
they call you because you speak Spanish. They call you Black Mexican for the ignorant ones, the ignorant folks. I'm not
and this
saying
is what I'm telling people.
all African Americans, they're not ignorant.
And every time I said this story and I told them the truth, they call me, "Oh, you making this shit up." But then when they say it, we gotta believe them. What the heck is recording?
I know I hear feedback. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to get at, Nas, through you as being in what you said, you call yourself a Black American,
yes,
is that you're no different. Why? Because you have many races in one body, sir. That's what I'm getting at. So what you decide to call yourself is your business, as what they decide to call themselves is their business.
Right. And I respect that. He said Dominicans ain't black, and I agree with him. Y'all, well, I don't know what you is, but y'all, they not black. Some of them are, but not all of them is black.
Yeah, but we don't use that terminology in Dominican Republic.